To talk about the metaverse and possibly other digital technologies that sooner or later will promise to radically change our personal and professional lives, we should start looking backward.
Before we dive into the metaverse and the platform thinking, it's important to understand the concept of technological evolution and how it has shaped the world we live in today. Technological evolution refers to the process of new technologies emerging, improving, and eventually replacing older technologies. This process has occurred throughout history and has had a significant impact on the way we live and work.
Technologies have always shaped what humans can do and also the overall structure and mechanisms of the overall society. Think about the industrial revolutions. The first industrial revolution, which took place in the late 18th and early 19th centuries, brought about the mechanization of production and the use of steam power. This revolution had a significant impact on society, leading to the development of factories and the growth of urban centers. The second industrial revolution, which occurred in the late 19th and early 20th centuries, introduced new technologies such as electricity, the internal combustion engine, and mass production. This revolution had a profound impact on society, leading to the development of transportation systems, the growth of consumerism, and the rise of globalization. The third industrial revolution, also known as the digital revolution, began in the latter half of the 20th century and is still ongoing. This revolution has brought about the widespread adoption of computers, the internet, and digital communication technologies, leading to the development of the global economy and the rise of the information age. The rapid development and adoption of new technologies has led to a continuous technological evolution over the past decades, with each revolution building upon the advancement of the previous one and having a significant impact on the society. This rapid progression of technology is expected to continue shaping the future in the years to come. Indeed, academics started developing models that help us framing and understanding technologies and their potential impact. Two models that we can leverage on to talk about the role of platform thinking to approach the metaverse are the disruptive technology model and the technological cycles. Disruptive technologies, as defined by Clayton Christensen in 1995, are technologies that disrupt the existing market and value network, eventually replacing the dominant technology and changing the way we live and work. These technologies often start off as an inferior to the existing technology, but they eventually surpass it in performance and drive the incumbent technology out of the market. One example of a disruptive technology is the personal computer. When it was first introduced, personal computers were inferior to the mainframe computers in terms of processing power and storage capacity. However, as technology improved and costs decreased, personal computers became the dominant technology in the market, eventually replacing mainframe computers for many business and personal use cases. The term disruptive innovation has often been used to refer to any innovation that had a radical impact, possibly in a short amount of time, influenced by the wider concept of Big Bang disruption, introduced by Downs and Nunes, which refer to products or services that enter in the market being better, cheaper, and closer to the market and therefore reaching a faster mass diffusion. Still, disruptive technologies, as defined by Christensen, may be screened off due to their lower initial performance, need of relevant investments to get to relevant performance, and difficulties in imagining their mainstream use. Just as an example, Christensen published an article in 2015 explaining how Netflix, that started sending DVDs around the States, is a case of disruptive innovation, while Uber, even if it had a disruptive impact, is not a disruptive innovation, since it started targeting the high end of the market. The metaverse, as the internet in the early days or the smartphones, may have many of these characteristics. One of the goals of this course is to learn how to read opportunities in this technology, instead of screening it off or assessing it just for its early applications.
A second model that can help us was introduced just a few years later. In 1997, Tushman with Anderson and O'Reilly introduced the concept of technological cycles, which describes the process of technological evolution and disruption. Their model consists of 4 different stages: emergence, maturity, decline, and renewal. During the emergence stage, a new technology is introduced and begins to gain traction in the market. In the maturity stage, the technology becomes widely adopted and improves in performance and functionality. In the decline stage, the technology reaches the peak of its usefulness and begins to decline in popularity as newer, superior technologies emerge. Finally, in the renewal stage, the technology is either fully replaced or integrated into newer technologies. An example of technological evolution is the transition from analog to digital technology. Analog technology, such as vinyl records or analog television, was the dominant technology for many years. However, with the emergence of digital technologies such as MP3s or streaming services, analog technologies have declined in popularity, and they are now considered just a niche market. Interestingly, this process goes through a continuous cycle, triggered by new technological discontinuities that represent the emergence phase, leading to the definition of a dominant design, the maturity, that brings to a series of incremental innovations till a natural decline, till a new technology comes in. The concept of technological evolution is important to consider when thinking about the creation and development of virtual worlds. The metaverse, a term created by the science fiction author Neal Stephenson to describe a collective virtual shared space, is a rapidly developing field that is being shaped by technological evolution. As new technologies emerge, they will inevitably impact the way we create and interact with virtual worlds. At the same time, we need to learn how to read the stages we are in, trying to avoid taking extreme positions on technologies when it's simply too early to assess their potential and their possible applications. The metaverse may be a game changer. We will find it out. But surely we will face many other technological cycles triggered by new technological breakthroughs that will question previous models. The models by Christensen, Tushman, and colleagues can help us reading the reality around us and seeing the opportunities that new technologies may hinder, even in the early stages.